This leader is provided to permit the projectionist to complete adjustment of focus and sound level before the film begins.
Mistake. Oh, I hit her? No way! Fucking Tom Brady, baby.
Tommy, did you just do what I think you just did?
Yo, Pika just... Oh, there it is! Oh, they're gonna go. Oh my goodness, Cena.
Fucking A. Carry over the road, dude.
Let's go! Oh, it's a golden! Oh, I got it! I fucking got it! Let's go! Oh, they needed to be there. One round to count. Oh my goodness! 15 inch.
Yo! Just jumped it through out of the shit!
Just precise touches.
Yeah!
I thought I was getting like maybe a 4-pound bag, like something kind of like big, but not too big. The knock happens at my door, okay? I open it and there's an old lady and she's standing there like this.
But like...
It's a 15-pound bag.
One more time. Two of them. I heard his body scream as it played.
Now here's a lead to the shot, and it's gonna put it right on time.
You got anything in this Lloyd's backpack here, sir?
Yeah, your mama's phone number.
Okay.
Welcome to the Rocket League Splash Series Division 1. GG's! We go! The users, the dogs, just send it in! Just a move, man. This is it, bro. You watch. This is the call. Shouldn't have done that. Uh-oh. It's got good pace. Too fast. Uh-oh. No way. No way. No way. No. Let's go. I got to fucking go. Let's go. Let's go. Dude, no way. Ladies and
This leader is
gentlemen,
provided to permit the
welcome
projectionist.
into the bucket here tonight. Your host, Mr. Tommy B. We have an exciting matchup coming up in the Season 5 Surge Cup quarterfinals. Let's take a quick look over at tonight's lineup. Affinity Academy taking on Swordfish Splashbros, coming out onto the pitch. The one and only Slim Shady, Unity, and Hazard for Affinity. And for Swordfish, McDizzle, Neo, and Galaxy Wolf. This is the quarterfinals. Everything on the line, no matter how good your season was. One last series here in Season 5. And one of these teams will be sent home. the other, headed to the semifinals. And one of the most competitive divisions I think we've seen so far here in RLSS as far as the Surge division goes. Every season, back in season 3, unknown SWF stepping up the tone, stepping up the pace, headed into season 4. New Age Octanes with the big upset on Team Not Found in the grand finals. And now here in season 5, Swordfish Splashbros once again back into the postseason, not going on a cruise ship this time. Welcome in, everybody. We have an exciting matchup, and I'm pumped for it. Somebody joined it just a little too soon. Anxious to get things underway. Juicy, you remember that? The whole team, man. Everybody but Galaxy Wolf. Yeah, our whole team is going on a cruise, so we're not going to make the postseason. The season that I legit thought Splashbros were new to RLSS that season, and I thought 100% these guys are going to the grand finals, and they have to forfeit out in round 1. I was so upset. I was so gosh darn excited, dude. That's when the bro part really hit. Hey, Juicy, can you do me a favor? Can you actually post that I'm live for this match, the quarterfinals, in the Surge Casting channel? I would very much appreciate that. Sending a message over to Affinity, just making sure that everything's good to go. I'm pumped, man. It's exciting to see the Splashbros back in the postseason, in the quarterfinals. Are they going to make their run again? But they got a tough team, man. Affinity Academy, a strong regular season. They will be looking to continue their reign of terror here in the postseason. Looks like everybody is now in the lobby, and we will get things underway. We are headed to Manfield Night. Game number 1 in tonight's best of 7. Who will take home the victory? And for one of these teams, going home out the gate, the Splashbros. The welcoming party here in the quarterfinals, off to a strong start. 2 seconds into the game. That might be the fastest goal we have seen, at least to my recollection. Nice pop-up. Wanted this one home. Can't quite find it. Through the corner. Into the box. Shea needs a clear. Finds it. Hazard. Upfield. Wants a shot. Big center. Ulti now. The drop down. Waterfall. Front of the net. Saved away by McDizzle. Splashbros. Strong defensive posture as Affinity Academy put the early presence. First bit of offense for Affinity, and it's looking good, looking strong. Strong rotations through the midfield line, keeping themselves on attack. Ulity shot, beautiful center, played away by Galaxy Wolf, finds the clear. Almost opens up the backfield line. Affinity Academy there for the put-away. McDizzle now, shot towards, this one's gonna find its way through. Where was that angle at? Affinity Academy. Looks like there may have been a slight defensive touch there coming out of Ulity. I think a close shot on target nonetheless. Ulity in. Slight miscalculation on the read, and now a 2-point lead in favor of the Splashbros. Nice bump here at midfield line. Hazard now. Out past midfield, into the box, finds Ulity into the corner. McDizzle now. Ducks her pinch off the sidewall, gets a big clear over the midfield line. Quickly back the other way, and both teams solid, picture-perfect rotations and turnover of possession. Going back and forth, shot does get played off the backboard. Now Galaxy Wolf into the corner, through the demo of Hazard. Wants the clear, finds just a little bit of breathing room, now into the corner. Ulity, big 50 clear to the far side. Neo wants the shot. This one can't quite connect. Now on target, McDizzle, the floater off the crossbar. Passer. The four ways flashing on the side of the road. Affinity Academy. Stay alive. 2 minutes. Down the pitch he goes. Hazard takes it coast to coast. Beautiful touch. Quick recovery back towards the ball. The defense caught sleeping. Now a 1-point differential at the 2-minute mark. Ulity looking for a clear, needs some assistance. Now Shea to midfield, he's up. Brings it down, the bounce. Hazard, the rotation, looking to get back to the ball. Neo on top of it. Beautiful mechanics on display there for the stop. Shot was gonna ring out from Hazard had the defense not been there. Way to stay patient. Appreciate the follow coming out of Five Arms. We got more arms than we saw from Mortal Kombat. Shot to the backboard. Hazard now played away. McDizzle to the inside post. This one doesn't connect. 60 seconds on the clock. Looking for something to land here in game number 1. You are just tuning in. This is season 5 of the Surge Cup here in RLSS. Splashbros, a team that sat about even Steven on the season, showing up in a big way. Neo slots it to the top bins. A 2-point buffer just inside the 30-second mark. The Splashbros reliving season 2. Now Ulity. Shot, nobody home. They just let him have it. Off the kickoff, a good 1-point swing. Now trailing by just one. What once was a long shot, now an opportunity. Affinity Academy trail by 1. the closing moments of play. Will they be able to find one? A little bit of a kickoff play coming out again here for Affinity. Hazard to the corner. Unity now. A scary play, but functioning. Now to the ceiling. Unity into the corner. Wants the center. It's a big clear out past midfield. And the time dwindling down. The Splashbros. Uh-oh. Take game number 1. A huge performance coming out of the Splashbros here in game number 1. Splashbros looking to make some noise here in the postseason. They trying to prove that they belong here. They deserve to be headed to the grand finals. They deserve to be a team that organizations need to be aware of headed into the postseason. They've, for the most part, I think since they've been here, I think only one season they might not have made the postseason. And every other season they've been here, they have qualified. So, a huge performance coming out of them. Now headed to Urban Central. Game number 2, Affinity Academy. Hoping to bounce back, grab a game, and get back into this series. We're about to find out next. Shay's up, places it towards the net. An easy pickup here for Neo. Nothing too dangerous. Now McDizzle wants it clear. Doesn't get the read into the corner. This is going to open up the door. Unity now. The fake. Shay looking to slot this one through a tight defense. This one can't find its way. Now Neo. Pinch off the sidewall. This one's going to favor big time into the corner. To the backboard. Hazard. Soft touch to the far side. Demoed through the corner. Here comes Unity stepping up. The assistance off the back wall. This could be dangerous. Shay now. Academy keeping it in the zone. Unity off the crossbar and in. The early lead. Affinity out in front. The opening minute of play here on Urban Central. I think for Affinity, they needed that. They needed a little bit of boast and confidence. It was a close match. It fell, and Hazard the carry. It sits at the goal line. And a close call for the Splashbros that ends up getting slotted. Hazard fights through the 50. The recoveries on point for Affinity here on Urban Central. The train is docked in station. Here for the evening. Now Neo to the midfield, wants a center, finds it over the midfield line, and a huge demo coming out for Affinity, shutting down the early attack coming out of the Splashbros. Now the clear into the zone, shot towards the net, Neo off the crossbar, and somebody thanking the stars above, but it's not gonna be enough. Dodging the defense with precision. We saw in the slow-mo, Neo slots it into the bottom corner, bringing them within one. Now Hazard Wants the drop down, can't quite connect. The defense breaking it up into the corner. Utility now. Off the sidewall. Touch towards the box, played away by Neo. The saving grace here in the first half of play here in game number 2. Now the clear. Galaxy Wolves out to midfield. The demo from Neo opens up the net. They need a touch. This one's in front. McDizzle with the finish. It's 2-2. And in a moment of time, it's now a tie series headed to the halfway point here on Urban Central. Splashbros hoping to hold on to their lead in the series. Now here in the playoffs, it is a best of 5 and each team is awarded a tactical timeout. Will be allowed an additional 60 seconds. McDizzle now, the pop, midfield. Hazard looking for a little bit of a team play through the corner. The defense stands tall. Splashbros now, 2 big demos coming out from Affinity. And now a third. They take everyone off the pitch, and it's still not going to be enough. The composure from the defense. Talk about Coco's training. That shot was beautiful. Defense shutting down the corner shot coming out of Splashbros. Crazy touch there off the sidewall coming out of Unity. Almost fools the defense. Unity now. Into the sidewall, through the corner. Wants the center. It's still going to ring out. Shea on the pickup. He's looking for the putback opportunity. McDizzle there. Good rotations for Affinity, and they're striking on the net. The demo comes out. Still not going to be enough. And in the last about 45 seconds of play, we've seen 4, if not 5 demos come out in favor of Affinity Academy. Definitely the team trying to be the aggressor here at the closeout of game number 2. Shot, saved away Galaxy Wolf. And offense all over him, and still not able to conceal the deal. Unity now to the corner. McDizzle back out to midfield. No time on the clock when it falls. This will be OT. That's the end of regulation here in game number 2. Currently in control of the series, the Splashbros. 1 point away from having a commanding lead here in the early phase of the series. This is a best of 7. Needing 4. Strong start so far off the back wall. This one's just a little high off the crossbar. Shea finds Hazard. High ball off the high side corner. Unity now 50 away. He's got some assistance. Shea has the center. Hazard waiting patiently. Neo though stepping up for the defense. And again, another beautiful stop coming out of Neo. Could it be the deciding factor? A close call, just a little wide there from Affinity. Now over the midfield line. Strong pinch off the ceiling. Hazard finds Shea, and a slow shot towards the net, but at least makes the defense have to go for the save. And now here comes that aggression. 1 demo comes 2, 2 demos come 3. If you see more than that, it's probably touch. Dude, This is either going to put the ball in the net or it was going to cost them a minute and a half into OT. And Affinity Academy tie the series up 1-1, headed to DFH Stadium for game number 3 in a tie series. Affinity Academy, a turn of events, strong performance with not only ball possession but dominating the field, being the aggressor. We saw the insane amount of demos coming out, and even still, it's the magnitude of the double-digit demo scenario. Even though 4 demos is typically a strong performance for a team, overcumbered by twice that of Affinity Academy, coming out the gate swinging in OT. Academy tie things up. Now the series 1-1 headed into DFH Stadium for game number 3. One of these teams, a slight edge, headed into what will be one of my favorite maps coming up. A number 2 overall map coming up soon. The action off the kickoff. Nice touch here from Hazard. This one over the midfield line. Shot towards the net, played away by Shea. Big clear into the zone. One bounce, it counts, almost. The finish. Barely saved away by the Splashbros. Utility now, looking for Hazard upfield. The soft touch just a little wide, and the team play developing early here for Affinity. Pop up, this could be dangerous in the box, almost buries it, but Shea's there for the save. I know they've got a strong leader in Affinity Reborn, Super Soj, an Iron Wall himself up there on the main roster for Affinity. Sure, that does trickle down just a little bit into some of these other rosters they have, and see a little bit of that depicted out there on the pitch here tonight. Shea now cleared away over the midfield. Shot from long range. Neo splitting Adams at will. Neo, such a strong performer these last couple of matches, and there it is. Just as we talk about him, Neo finds it just under the crossbar. The Splashbros connect off the backboard. A beautiful team play ringing out. It's now a 1-0 lead. Utility now, saving the reset. Oh, he gets it! Oh my gosh! Utility just got robbed of clip of the week. Hazard puts it away, but oh my goodness, what a defensive save coming out of McDizzle. I cannot believe what we just witnessed. Cobra Warrior coming in with a rain. Welcome in, folks. Oh my goodness. Oh my. What a moment. I mean, you guys already know the deal. If you're not already following the wonderful, the magnificent, it's the hair for me, folks. Cobra Warrior. Make sure to go to the top of the chat. Make that little heart green. Show them some love. Affinity Academy. Yabba Dabba Doo Unity. down the center. It's the strike zone for Affinity Academy. Now a 1-point lead. Yabba dabba you will. Listen, Juicy, we need to get you in the booth with me, man. Listen, I'll tell you what. Berg, if you want to cast, if you're interested and in the mood, join the Discord call. We'll get you in on these next matches. Drink some water, get your voice ready, and hop on in. If you want in, the offer's there. I'll throw it out. Shot to the far side and a beautiful pitch. Lobby info's in the match thread. The shot! Oh, the shot from Galaxy Wolf! Listen, and this is the type of stuff that I love about running this league. It's about the storylines. And when you talk about some of these storylines in RLSS, one of the storylines that you got to talk about is the story of Galaxy Wolf, a player who originally came here to RLSS as a Riptide level player. Talking to me about getting GC, wanting to be on this roster with McDizzle. Before he was on it, he was telling me about how great he thought this team was. But breaking up the story, Shea, a crazy corner read to the slot, Galaxy Wolf connects. But it's not going to be enough. Into the top bins, Affinity Academy out in front by 1 inside the final 90 seconds of play. But back to Galaxy Wolf. Told me how much he wanted to be at this level of play, and now here he is. Started as a sub and now gets to see the field as a starting player. Galaxy Wolf. A story written in the stars here in RLSS. Juicy, look at the chat, look at the match thread, and join. It has the info. Just join private lobby, but do it at the end of this game. Don't do it while it's going on. Neo's shot, looking for clear out to midfield. Galaxy Wolf now on a 50. He's got to beat Shea. Nice touch. Oh, he's got towards the net. Shea puts it in. The 50 sticks. We don't call him Slim Shady for nothing, ladies and gentlemen. He's smooth with it, baby. The late reset almost lit. Dude, those are two insane plays that almost turned into crazy clip of the weeks. Both of these teams bringing out the mechanics. The save off the crossbar, Unity with the finish, and that might beat the dagger here in game number 3. Affinity Academy. Started off slow in the series and have had a strong past 2 games, and now with 3 seconds on the clock and not enough time to be had for the Splashbros. Affinity Academy lead this series 2-1. We are headed to Wasteland pitched. We are taking a 60-second timeout for the Splashbros. What's up, Zay? What's up, baby? How we all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you for coming out and supporting these teams here tonight. Affinity Academy, Swordfish Splashbros in the quarterfinals. Once we get the one and only JuicyBurg on comms. Mic check is good. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm excited to watch this, especially in the booth with my boy.
How does it feel now to kind of give now that you've watched it, saw the hype that we're here? What has surprised you? Is there anything you expected or didn't expect headed into game number 4?
I mean, so far, I've kind of expected this. Affinity being a little bit more on the gas than Swordfish. I think Swordfish, what they need to do here, they need to be a lot earlier on their challenges. They're giving Affinity way too much time with the ball. And I don't know, I just think that's the antithesis of what you need to do against this team. They all have mechs. They all can do a lot of productive stuff with the ball. You need to close down on them fast.
I like the analysis. It's always exciting to get a different perspective and hearing how you've experienced the game now in the booth. We are about to get things underway. Wasteland
Oh my,
picks.
look at the coordination in the chat. That is beautiful. We got Galaxy Wolf taking a solo players. Flip reset. Shay gets the save. McDizzle's going to send this to the backboard. Hazard has it covered all day, though. I'm already liking the pressure coming out from Swordfish. It's already a much better start at the timeout, but just as I say it, Hazard just pops it over their entire team. Maybe a bit too pushed up. A little too far up, as that pressure can bite you really quick if you push up like that.
I think at all times you have to be cautious of where Hazard is at on the pitch. A strong performance here early on, and we spoke about a little bit ago. This is now my number 2 overall favorite map. Mr. Berg, and the shot from McDizzle lands. Oh, this one sits into the corner. It's now 1-1.
That's just the exact response you want to see from Swordfish here. I mean, it was a bit of a mistouch off the backboard, but they were there to follow it up. Dunk that baby in. We got a tie game just like that. Only 28 seconds have passed.
A little bit of defensive confusion. Sometimes it's just good ball placement sometimes on offense can just create holes.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm already liking the changes that Swordfish are making to their gameplay. It's a lot more aggression, a lot more pressure in general. That's exactly how you got to play against this team.
Forcing them to make mistakes, and the first one comes out. Will the Splashbros be able to stick with it? And we've seen a lot of strong plays coming out of Neo, both on offense and defense, and Galaxy Wolf starting to step up as one of the really strong mechanical plays that almost landed, robbed by a beautiful save. Galaxy Wolf a late flip reset that couldn't land at OT, and could have been the shot that put things away. It's one of those ones you want back, but a beautiful save on defense. But now here on Wasteland pitch, it's a tied game.
Yeah, this is exactly what we want to see out of the timeout from Swordfish. This game looks a lot more under control as they're putting shots on. McDizzle is feeling himself now. He's gone for a couple of shots now, trading that space and finding it. As they're kind of piling on the pressure now. They've been on the offensive half more often than defense. We got a little bit of midfield play, but it's been majority Swordfish on the offense here. They have a lot of ball control. Double commits coming out from Affinity, but you should be able to keep going here as it rolls up. McDizzle's quick on the challenge, though. That's exactly what we want to see here from Swordfish. They're playing this like exactly how they should. But they are leaving their third man in tough spots here as they push up a little too hard. And that's exactly where you can get capitalized on. Shay with the pass back to Hazard. A nice give and go. Slots that into the right. Beautiful play.
Slim Shady getting fancy with it. A little bit of footwork in front of the net. Finds his teammate. We talked about being cautious. Where's Hazard at? Just like that. A little bit of a team pinch there, and wasn't necessarily needed, but those are the plays that Hazard likes to bring to the table. And oh my goodness, and Neil
this is just going back and forth.
Like
beautiful pressure from them.
Play here. Holy.
Beautiful. And it's another double commit, though, from Affinity. We're seeing it quite a bit already. The pressure is kind of getting to them. They can feel it for sure. And if Swordfish keeps this up, I think this series is going to be a lot closer than at least I anticipated.
I think for Swordfish, ever since that season, ever since the cruise ship
Oh, they got
season,
another one.
Oh, no. A little bit of confusion on the back line here.
Yeah, Yule, he thought he was going to get bumped here, so he's going for a squishy save, which honestly I can't really hate on him for going for that, but he just misses on it. And I mean, Swordfish, they're doing exactly what I expected them to do, getting a lot more pressure, a lot more aggression, not giving these boys space at all. It's making Affinity uncomfortable.
A lot of times,
oh my goodness,
builds progression.
This is insane gameplay from both teams right now. It's like they've stepped it up since they got here or something. This is crazy.
The Burger Aura. He's entered into the field here on Wasteland Pitch, and these teams can feel it. And I think it just goes to speak at what this season has been for the Surge Cup here in RLSS. And like I said, ever since season 2, I think the Splashbros were really one of the first original, really strong performing teams that we ever really saw in RLSS. And ever since they've been here, it seems like every season things grow and grow. And I know you can speak to the insane season that Unknown SkyBurg had back in your Surge days, and then the next season Team Not Found's here. And I feel like season 5, there are about 6 teams that really, you could argue to the grand finals.
It's just been leveling up each season. Season by season, we see a lot more talent come into RLSS, and I mean, we're seeing it speak for itself right here. Neo with the slot, nobody could save that one from Affinity. And all of a sudden, they got their lead back. A little bit of an interesting kickoff, not very traditional, as Affinity as right goes, and it might bite them. It stings them. As Swordfish, they get an instant counterattack here. Yule thought he was safe bumping Galaxy, but he bumped him right into position for an absolute slot right by himself. That's insane turn of events.
We talked about it in game 1. Galaxy Wolf, I love this storyline teams, storyline players and orgs. It's just exciting. The perfect season type stuff that we saw from SkyBurg. The 40 game plus team wins that we're seeing out of Team Not Found. The stuff we're seeing out of players like Anima Killer and Owl and Galaxy Wolf that are really writing some of these crazy storylines, and the shot coming out from Neo. And inside the final 60 seconds of play and a 3-point lead, that might have been the nail in the coffin here in game number 4.
Well, I would like to say we've seen these comebacks made by a particular org that might be on the field right now. Affinity Reborn obviously was the team for that.
It was also in the bucket when it happened.
See, a lot of things lining up here for a potential comeback, but I mean, that comeback was insane, I can't lie. This one is more than likely chalked up, as Swordfish are responding exactly how I'd want them to out of their timeout. They up the aggression. They're not giving these boys any space. And I mean, like I said, that's just exactly how you got to play against mechanical players. Get in their face, make them uncomfortable, and all of a sudden they start making mistakes. Lots of double commits, even some mechanical errors as well, as we've seen off the backboard. And Swordfish, I mean, a perfect response here. We got a tied series now, 2-2. It'll be interesting to see if Affinity play their timeout here. Maybe try to stop this momentum going. As you look at the shots, it's 13 shots for Swordfish and only 4 for Affinity. That is an insane stat line.
I think when you talk about best of sevens, you got to talk about momentum. And you mentioned it about Swordfish in this one about field domination. And last match, 60% for Affinity Academy, 64% to be exact, and now 55% for Splashbros. A complete 180 in a turn of events. And for Affinity Academy, I don't know if we see a timeout. This might be just a tad early, but at the same time, momentum is everything. And right now, it's a lot in favor of Splashbros. They took the timeout,
100%,
used it effectively, and showed up in a big way here on Wasteland Pitch. Now headed to one of Tommy's all-time beloved maps, Aquadome, coming in for game number 5.
We got the Aquadome coming into play. We got Bruce up there chilling. Big old Bruce the Shark. Hopefully he doesn't invade the field. Little April Fool's joke. Imagine if they did that for April Fool's.
When you talk about Rick Rollers, because a season ago, Bruce was actually on the pitch.
Oh, is that really?
Yep.
That's insane.
So
let's see if we get a good response here.
And on the field.
Bruce just everywhere. And I'm getting word from chat, Coach Soj just cooked in VC.
Uh-oh.
So we might be seeing a little bit of a turnaround from Affinity Academy here.
And I heard that sometimes in their tactical timeouts, that even Mama Soj shows up.
Oh, wow. Now that's just like a whole nother level of motivation. You got the mom rooting for you. I mean,
dude,
come on.
Brownie
that's
points.
Exactly. Not only is it brownie points, but it's just like times 10 on like the soul power. You know what I mean?
It's like
you got mom rooting for you,
and the mom that shows up with Kool-Aid jammers that really knows what it's like.
Exactly. Kool-Aid jammers, some oranges. Come on now.
Oh,
we're seeing it. It might be Mama Soj's energy coming in right here. You got a freshly peeled orange, and he's feeling good.
All that
slots it right by McDizzle. Beautiful stuff.
Super Soj taking the credit, but he's probably got Mama Soj in his ear, like, tell him this.
And tell them that I got Kool-Aid jammers waiting for them.
Party at Mama Soj's after this. We got Kool-Aid jammers and fresh peeled oranges.
If you guys win in 6, it's a pizza party. Oh my. The passing play coming out from the midfield. And another one. Back to back to back. Oh my god. McDizzle is looking nice right now. I can't lie. I think if anybody's been the difference maker on Splashbros, it has been McDizzle. And I mean, he's the veteran. I feel like anytime I've talked about this team or I've seen this team, it's been McDizzle right in the middle of it. And oh my. Neo's just been shooting too. I gotta say. He's been slotting these babies.
You give him an inch, he takes a mile, finds it over the defense, and I don't think anybody thought that one was coming.
Not at all.
Like when the camera in the NFL goes with the fake and doesn't even know where the ball's at.
Yeah.
If I had control of the camera, I would have been in the corner for sure.
Hey, good thing Rocket League does a great job automating this stuff. I'm not gonna lie, Cassim would be a mess. You'd have to have like one person on camera control, and oh my, McDizzle just gets all up in their face. Hazard with the pop, a little bit of a mechanical error from Hazard again, and I think it's just the pressure. It's the pressure that really coming into play. We're seeing mechanical errors, we're seeing double commits. And I mean, if Swordfish keeps this up, we've got a really interesting series. As a bump on the backboard sets up a free double touch for Galaxy Wolf. Beautiful play from Neo. He wraps around, sees you on the backboard, just bumps him out of play, and just gives a free backboard to Galaxy Wolf. Beautiful play from Swordfish.
Amazing car control. Somebody's been doing the rings mat. Galaxy Wolf avoiding contact through that double as well. I mean, to be able to get under the defender but high enough. Oh my goodness, Hazard with another fake flip reset. That is the third one where these players, we've seen Shea, Hazard, and Galaxy will have all hit us with these extraordinarily delayed resets. I just blows
The
my
backs are
mind.
coming out in Surge.
The patience you gotta have to hold on and stay with the ball on that delayed of a reset. You can probably speak to a little bit more than I can.
Oh
One
my
bounce, it
goodness.
counts. Galaxy Wolf.
I'm telling you, man, this pressure, this is exactly how they need to play. Neo with the fake, tease it up for Galaxy Wolf, and it's a triple commit, and they still can't save it. It's all about this pressure if you're Swordfish. They just got to keep this up.
It was a 7-10 split. And now a 3-point lead coming out for Swordfish Splashbros, and a fitting of a team name on a fitting map, and a big match. I mean, they just fought back, tied the series. It's 2-2. They're in Game 5. We're on Aquadome. The season on the line. They're up by 3.
Exactly, a very fitting outcome so far for Swordfish Splashbros on their, let's say, homecoming of a map. We got Aquadome, perfect for the Swordfishes. And I mean, hey, they're swimming and darting around for sure.
There's Bruce. Brucey.
Bruce lurking. I mean, Bruce might want to try to give Affinity some help here. They're going to go down 3-2 in the series. I almost pull off a passing play there, but unfortunate backflip from Yule. And I mean, if I'm Affinity here, what I want to see as far as adjustments go is overall, you got to recognize whenever you can take control of the ball, and you got to recognize when you got to boom that thing to simplify it as much as possible. They're booming it whenever they don't really need to. They're kind of just passing to the other team. And when they do control the ball, they're just absolutely getting slammed. They're finding a really tough time adjusting to this this sort of playstyle change from Swordfish. And in order to do that, they're just going to have to up their field awareness in general.
Big touch here to keep it in the zone, but Utility now. Oh, the bump there!
Beautiful control.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my.
I can't. Not only have these shots been crazy, but the 4 craziest shots have all been saved, which just goes to speak on the defense. I mean, it's crazy how much almost disrespect, really, that defensive plays get in the game of Rocket League, because the higher and higher you get, the more crazy and mechanical and close these shots have to be, and they get saved a lot.
Absolutely.
A lot. And those are no easy doing situations. And there's
And
a timeout.
There it is. As expected, they dropped the timeout. And I mean, these have been, if we want to talk about like the score between the last 2 games, we got 10 goals for Swordfish and 4 for Affinity. I mean, I think that just goes to speak. I think the shots even just speak a bigger picture. I believe Affinity had only 4 shots last game as well. And I believe Swordfish actually had 13 last game as well, which is insane to think about. 23 shots for Swordfish and only 8 for Affinity over the past 2 games.
That's... And just as you talked about, we saw all that aggression. In the second game, one for Affinity, I think it came in game number 3, it was so aggressive. There was like a minute of time where like 8 demos came out. And now that is kind of flipping script. We're seeing Splashbros be the aggressor. It was 55% field domination, now 67, increasing it to another level. They're just pummeling Affinity Academy, and they're not giving any breathing room. And for Affinity, I think that's where the focus of this timeout needs to be. They need to find out how to create some more space. They need to get out of their defense. They need to challenge these passing lanes a little bit sooner and kind of win that midfield line. If you look at a lot of times, it's the bumps, it's those midfield lines, it's the aggressive toe-to-toe style Rocket League moments that go unnoticed when the camera's on the ball, the rotations. Those are the things that really make the difference in some of these close matchups.
100%. And if I'm Affinity right here, my main focus is not only midfield presence, but just guarding the mid in general. We see their positioning. It's like majority like front post, back post, and backboard, which like that's all right if we want to make miraculous saves the whole time, but you're not going to be saving these shots that are coming in from Swordfish over and over. 13 shots, you got to be marking the midfield and just the middle of the field in general, not necessarily like the middle of the field itself, but the middle of your goal. That's where these passes are going to be ringing out to give optimal shots to Swordfish, and they've been capitalizing every time with just absolute slots.
Yeah, and we know that the aggression is there from Affinity. We know they have it. We've seen it. But it's about now I got the flow. I'm about to pull out.
His wishful curse.
Regular season.
And I've been waiting so long. Now I gotta resurface. Yeah, we ready to start. Harder, better, we burn. Cause I've been feeling cool time. I've been fucking cool time.
They're showing that they can go toe-to-toe with some of the best this division has to offer, and that's what I think makes it so strong. Is there are
baby, now I got the flow. I'm about to pull out. His wishful curse.
Oh, that is...
And I've been waiting so long. Now I gotta resurface. Yeah, we ready to start.
Tommy's on the wrong scene. Oh, you're on the wrong scene. As we saw a bit of a triple commit from from Affinity. That's about all you guys missed there. All three players pushed up kind of into the Swordfish box, and Galaxy Whip just took an open net. Sorry about that. Stream.
The excitement was too real, and I apologize, y'all. Oh my!
Oh, man, that was
again,
good.
it's the saves, man. I am. Maybe I'm a little biased. Maybe I'm a defensive-sided, minded type of player, but I love it, man. Because I just feel like sometimes it goes unnoticed because you think about the crazy shots and the nutty resets and the another delayed reset. The comfortability blows my mind.
The thing here though with Affinity is they've been going for these resets, but they haven't really like pulled one off, to be completely honest. It's just been a lot of fake resets, but in that situation there, had Hazard gotten his flip reset, it was more than likely a goal if he had flipped correctly. I'd like to see a little bit better execution from Affinity. I'd like to see a little bit more team play from Affinity, as we see a lot of double commits, a lot of panic. I like to see a lot more control, because I feel like they could be playing this a million times better, to be completely honest. I think right now, what the team needs the most is a difference maker. They need somebody to step up, start making these plays, as they're in a bit of a hole right now.
I think if you're talking about difference makers, you got to look at a strong performer and captain. I think old Slim Shady needs to be able to rally the troops a little bit here late in the series, and with the season on the line, I think the captain, this is when you play that role. This is your moment to shine. You know, these are where great captains are made.
100%. And as we call him to his spot, Shade tries to set up the sidewall double. It was a good, I can't think of the word right now. Jesus Christ, I'm blanking so hard. A good attempt. Jesus. It's been a long day. As Yuli puts this one on net, this is, oh my god. A huge demo coming out from Swordfish. Just saved them a goal. Shea gets taken out.
That was a scary moment.
I mean, that's what we need to see though from Affinity. We need to see that linkage, so to speak. There hasn't really been a lot of connection. There hasn't really been a lot of team play in general. It's just been a lot of pointless solo plays, to put it bluntly.
And I think to get through the strong performance we're seeing out of the Splashbros right now, they need those team plays. I mean, the season on the line. If you want to see another game, another series, you got to get through Champions Field at this point, or Affinity Academy. Inside the final 60 seconds, and Neo finds it home. A 2-point
Neo's just been
lead.
finding those side nettings all series. Shay gets bumped into that, and it just goes right into Neo's lap, and he just puts that baby into the left side netting. Neo is a baller, 100% blackjack. He's been slotting these things all game, all series. Oh! Some team bumps coming out of Swordfish. Just gives Hazard a free goal. That might be a really big blunder, to be completely honest. They got 49 seconds here to find one more goal to tie this thing up.
Because if I can only imagine what those comms are. I've been on the other side, down. You're final minute. You're down by 2.
Oh my!
You're upset.
Oh, this is a free shot.
And then there it is,
my.
and exactly what I was talking about just happened. You find a free one, and everybody, what do? They get excited. Oh, we can do it. We got it. We're down by 1. And then Slim Shady, the captain. It's now 2-2, 44 seconds on the clock.
All of a sudden, we got a game.
Here we go.
It was only 6 seconds ago that this thing was tied.
That's what I love
Sorry,
about
that they were up
Rocket League.
2-0.
Yeah. Up by 2, not even just 1.
Yeah.
I think I heard it best said by, I think it was Zen0 on Twitter the other day, talking about in all of esports, Rocket League just has this way of keeping you on the edge of your seat until the final moment. And I don't know if any other esport really gives you that exact thing, because in shooters and your League of Legends and Dotas, there's
It's a controlled
so much
game.
going on. It's huge. You're gonna miss moments, but in
Oh
Rocket
my.
League,
Shay with the crazy save on the goal line.
you get 0-second craziness, and you don't get it anywhere else.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Game 6 Neo Tokyo throughout essentially any Rocket League platform, RLCS, RLSS. So this is where spirits are made and broken. We've seen a lot of people fall on Game 6. We've seen a lot of people make insane comebacks in Game 6. Affinity, they're trying to make that comeback as they were down 2 goals. They're starting off with some pressure. Swordfish is responding right back, though. We got Hazard taking control. Gets an air dribble over 1. Gets a 50 on 1. Utility with the shot. It's just a little bit wide, though. We got Neo trying to come back the other way. Shay playing it so patiently, though. This is what I want to see out of Infinity. They're taking a lot more control, a lot more patience. Yule sets this one off the backboard. Tries to set up the double, but just rushes it a little bit. Got a little too close to that ball and closed down his angle. Shay trying to get the dunk around the wraparound. Neo gets a beautiful pass out the Galaxy Wolf, and he hits it off the crossbar. My word, these teams are going back and forth right now. Exactly what we want to see out of an OT.
Huge performance. Galaxy Wolf again. The mechanical plays coming out magnificent. As we've seen, Affinity was able to close out. The last time Galaxy Wolf had a crazy shot that missed an OT. And the putback!
Oh my god. That was Neo's best chance throughout the whole series, and he somehow whiffs it. That was a huge break for Affinity right there. Neo's been slotting those all series long, and he had a clear-cut look. Affinity, they need to get a response. Utility takes it over 1. Shay with the fake. Hazard should have a free shot, and that one is wide too. My goodness, neither team wants to finish this series off right now.
Oh my goodness. And when you talk about Neo, the shot!
Oh, that one might just one bounce, it counts. Shay, the captain. We were talking about somebody stepping up.
Champions Field, and it's done by Shay himself. Affinity Academy. Send it to
Beautiful
Game
stuff.
7.
And I mean, you said it. You want the captain to step up. Look at Shea, dropping 600 points, getting that MVP. 2 goals, 2 saves. And I mean, I think the shots speak for himself here, Tommy. We got 11 shots to Affinity. We got 14 now to Swordfish. It's a lot more even than 13-4.
You're not wrong there. And Kyria, while I have you in chat, could you hit us with a Game 7 OT prediction poll, please and thank you? Or not prediction poll, but just a regular poll, not a prediction. Oh my goodness, man.
This is insane. Blackjack saying pressure on Swordfish now. I think pressure's all out the window now. It's Game 7. Nothing really matters. It all comes down to this. You either win this, you go on. You lose, you go home. No sort of momentum going here. Playbooks are out the window. It's all about just coming down to this Game 7, showing up, playing your heart out. We love to see it.
Kickoff about to be underway. We are headed to Champions Field. Ladies and gentlemen, get about your seats. Go to the living room. I don't care if they're watching their favorite movie. It could be Big Brother. Shut it off.
Put that thing on the
It's time to
TV.
watch RLSS thing.
We got roughly 7 minutes of a Game 7 here. No pun intended on the 7 there. You see Galaxy playing it to the corner, but Shea's there to meet him. And Hazard with the early shot. Affinity is coming out swinging in this Game 7. And I mean, this is just how Game 7s go. They're either going to be the most chaotic gameplay that you've ever seen, or it's going to be the most controlled of a masterclass that you'll ever see. I think we might be getting some chaotic gameplay here, Tommy.
Hazard slicing up the defense here early. They forgot to put out the cones, and he came barreling through, speeding on the highway. Oh, Neo, though.
Oh. Neo is a shooter. You cannot leave this man with the ball, or else he just finds the back of your net. He sees the gap. Utility and Hazard just painting a picture for him, essentially, and he just threads that thing right down the middle.
That was absolutely insane. It's remarkable how much they have stepped up and played. And again, when you talk about who needs to step up, Neil's been playing his part. Shea's starting to step up for Affinity Academy. McDizzle! Oh my goodness! I gotta go to the captain for Swordfish. I think we need to see that play from McDizzle. If they want to close this thing out, I think they're needing to find a way to. It's gonna be captain, man. I'm telling you.
Absolutely, I could 100% see the vision. As McDizzle, you're talking about him, he's getting really physical here. He just got 2 demos within a minute. Bumped another player. He takes out the other captain on the challenge. Just a beautiful play from McDizzle. He's giving his teammates space, and I mean, they're capitalizing with it.
Now out in front, Splashbros have calmed the tides for now. It's a little bit of breathing room. You're on Game 7. I feel like that's that first moment where that anxiety just like, you get that,
that might just be in. Hazard, he's just a shooter as well. Hazard's turning it on. Neo tries to find somebody in the midfield, but Hazard's just all over it. My word, he was up early and often for that. Puts that in the bottom right corner. And they're lacking. They're just lacking.
It's now 2-2. Dude, I think we might be looking at another OT. These guys are
they're swinging
some shots up. Oh, here comes
we got
another.
Neo with another slot. My goodness, this guy, he's just been shooting all series. I've like, other than that one shot in Game 6, he's just been putting them all away. Literally all of them.
Living up to that theory, everybody gets one. Neo, an absolute shooting menace here tonight for Affinity. Now trail by 1 again. I mean, it's Just, oh my, what a pinch.
Holy pinch.
How does anybody read that?
And we didn't see anybody read it for a while as Hazard flicks it. Galaxy Wolf is all over it. Gets the double touch as well. Beautiful play from Galaxy Wolf on the defensive half. As Shea tries to set this off the backboard. McDizzle gets the touch to the side though. Yule's going to gather. Tries to wrap it around, but Galaxy Wolf with another crucial defensive touch. Galaxy locking down the defense as he sets it up to McDizzle. But Shea reads the fake, gets the save. And Yule puts it on net. Galaxy, once again, his name's getting called on defense, and he is stepping up every single time so far. We're seeing a little bit more back and forth now, as that first couple minutes was really chaotic between the teams. We're going to have to see if somebody breaks through here. Either Swordfish solidifies their lead, or if Affinity claps back and makes this a tie game.
Ooh, good play to the corner. Now out past the midfield line. Ulti gets a piece of it. Needs some assistance. Can't find it. The demo on
more
the backside.
Beautiful demos from McDizzle.
Oh my goodness.
My word. McDizzle's getting so physical out here, and I love to see it. The aggression is going to make these boys so uncomfortable.
Listen, I don't know if it's allowed for Brian Urlacher to play Rocket League, because this is what would happen.
We got some linebacking going on for sure. He's tackling everybody out there that is on the blue team, but Hazard just doesn't care. He's got a hat trick. 1 minute 30 left to go. Hazzy with the Hattie. Nobody can stop this man right now.
I swear, he's got a string attached to that ball. That thing's like a yo-yo. That's a third one bounce it counts we've seen come out of Hazard.
And I mean, he's just capitalizing. He sees his moment and he's taking it. It's exactly what I want to see. Ulity gets the bump. It almost works out for Affinity. You see a little bit of piling up and another demo. We might see some pressure here from Affinity, but McDizzle with the crucial beat sends this to Affinity's corner. Hazard's going to gather. Takes one touch. Sets up an air dribble. Gets it to Ulity. Tries to put it on net, but not really finding much there. Is Galaxy Wolf, who's been a bit of a defensive anchor for Swordfish this game 7. Finds it again. McDizzle puts it on net. Hazard's getting bumped, but he still makes the save. Hazard is coming up huge in this game 7.
I got goosebumps. This is crazy.
This is an insane series. Galaxy Wolf gets the flip reset wave dash. Getting a little mechy. Tries to put it on net. As we speak of mech, we got Shea taking the flip.
Slim
Tries to get a 50 to Ulity. Beautiful play. Fakes out Swordfish. Just doesn't even need to touch the ball. Look at this. Hits it up. Fakes him. Fakes out both of them. Sets up Ulity on a platter, and he just slots it right around Neo.
Oh my goodness.
Absolute ice.
Whether it's in a rap battle or on the pitch, Slim Shady gets it done here in Game 7. A 1-point lead in favor of Affinity Academy in the closing 30 seconds. The season on the line. The Splashbros, woken up by Aquadome back in game number 5, and it has been a beautiful and absolutely immaculate display. But when it matters most, on Champions Field, they are 1 goal away from getting sent home.
They're still up. We might see something here. Neo gets the pop. He's on 0 boost, though. We got Hazard just putting that thing down. And Hazard, beautiful performance in Game 7. The captain, Shea, with 3 assists, comes out clutch for that winning goal. Fakes the whole team out as Ulity slots it by. And I mean, that's just the exact type of performance I expected in a Game 7. It was chaotic up until the very end. Affinity took control, and I mean, they capitalized.
What an ending to an insane series. And we're going to be getting a little post-game presser, hopefully here from Affinity. I would imagine they want to get in there. Yes, sir.
100%.
Alrighty.
100%.
I just updated the spreadsheet, and we will be headed into the post-game presser here momentarily. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. All right, you see them down there? We're going to head on in. Welcome
GG's
in,
Texans.
welcome in, welcome in. It is the Surge Cup. It is the quarterfinals. You guys get it done on Champions Field. What has this season meant for you guys? And, kind of walk us through. You guys, had a really strong regular season. You're here in the postseason. You're headed into a really big semifinals, and you guys go all the way to Game 7. You're able to close things out. Slim, Shady, himself, the captain. Walk us through it.
I mean, you're talking about our strong season. I don't even think during the regular season we reached our full potential. Like week 1 started out very weak. We didn't do so well. We sort of heated up from there, but we're still heating up. We're hoping to carry momentum into TNF for the grudge match. Stitch, you've been talking a lot, so hopefully we can set that straight for next week.
I mean, I feel this series, this like just season as a whole has been so up and down for us as a team. Like, there's so many times where we're like, can we do this? Can we make it far? And it's just, we just finally made it happen there. Felt good.
And it seemed like you guys sort of found the confidence a little bit like halfway through that Game 7. It was definitely a chaotic like first 2 to 3 minutes, so to speak. But after like 3 minutes, I think you guys just locked in, had majority of the pressure. And Shay with like a beautiful, he flips it off the wall and just fakes out 2 of their defenders just to leave it for Utility. It was a beautiful play. I just want to know what the comms were like for that. Were you calling a fake? What exactly was going for the comms there?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I do. I know what the comms were.
You call it Shay, you called a 50, buddy.
What happened
Oh,
is
that one. Okay, no, I knew I wasn't taking a touch. I knew I wasn't taking an extra touch there. I called 50. I was gonna try low 50 it. I knew he was there. I knew 100% if he wanted to take it, he could. So I just kind of let him.
Beautiful play. And I mean, it won y'all the game. You just at least I accidentally faked out 2 of them, but I mean, playing the 50 there is like exactly what I want to see. You can't really control the ball any more than that. Trying to play a 50 to your teammate, it ends up working out as a fake. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Let's hear from the man himself, also the coach of Affinity Academy. You talked about Soj cooking in the VC. Kind of, how does it feel? You knew they needed to pick me up. You come in, you give them some big words. You fall just a little short in OT that match. Now the tactical timeout comes out, a little bit more time to talk things over, and you guys are able to win it in Game 7. Was there anything particular that you were saying? Was there anything you were encouraging to kind of drive that momentum for them?
one of the big things that I noticed when we were in the game, and I don't want to spoil kind of what we were talking about too much, was a lot of it was fully controllable. And so I just, I was reminded the guys like, hey, what we're doing right now, we can fix. Like we just need to be confident, lock it in. This is us right now losing. And, after that OT loss, I got extra time, and, I told everyone, what needed to happen. We needed to either, take the series or we were going to go home. And I don't know how much you guys know about me, but when things for me are under pressure, that's when I perform my best. When I went to my first LAN event, we went to the grand finals through the uppers, and we faced a very strong team from the lower bracket who got the bracket reset on us and then got double match point in the second best of 7. And what happened is when we get pushed against the wall, we stand up, and no one's going to take that away from us. So I just let the boys know, like, this is it. We have to perform. And we did.
I love to hear it. Love to hear it. And you've taken that energy into RLSS. The fastest, the closest call in the bucket to date is a 28 seconds on the clock, 3-point deficit, and Affinity Reborn get the dub, send it to OT. And now you guys needed the victory. You get it where it's needed, and you guys take home the dub. Congratulations. You're headed to the semifinals. And like you said, you wanted the rematch. There's a lot of tension coming into the semifinals. And, you know, I talk about a lot about how strong this division is, and I think this next matchup is going to speak all the wonders to exactly that. You got Team Not Found taking on now Affinity Academy. So congratulations to you guys. And as usual, you know how I like to end things here. Anything you want to say to the rest of the league, any personal shout outs, and the floor is yours.
Shout out my mom. She's probably watching right now.
W mom.
For me, I don't really have any shout outs. Obviously, shout out to Soj for being there. Shout out to everybody, you know, supporting and watching. I do want to say a quick thing. I know, you know, there's been a little bit of sleep on our team, and it's very well respectable because we haven't performed to our full potential. But I just want to let TNF know that we're coming next week, and it's not going to be an easy match for them.
I also want to, you know, I want to shout out Lil T and Shay. Just if we didn't have like how long we've been together as a team, I don't think we come back in that series because we've been through so much together. That's just that adversity just kept us together through that, and obviously Soj as well, keeping us in line, not letting us get in our heads.
Nope.
Yeah.
Shout out to Burger.
Shout out to all the supporters. Shout out to Burger.
Yeah, Burger. You like that? You like the team cam?
Hey, I loved casting y'all. I can't lie. It was beautiful to hop in here, cast for you guys. I'm kind of losing my voice now. I can't lie, but
I might need to watch the VOD back.
What a sweetheart.
Listen,
hey, it's really fun always doing anything for Affinity. Soj is my boy.
Mm-hmm.
I just love doing anything with Soj to begin with. One of my favorite people in RLSS.
No, you.
Okay.
Mr. Burger.
We're getting a little too hot on stream right now.
Get a room, bro. Get a room.
Whoa.
Our first duo cast together, man, and it's a Game 7 showdown between two absolute beautiful Demon squads. You guys come out, get the victory. Well deserved. Enjoy it, guys. I look forward to seeing you guys this weekend, what you guys do the rest of the postseason. It's been amazing to see you guys kind of grow and develop, and I'm pumped, man. I've been saying it. Soj has probably heard me say it more than anybody else over in our mob chat. This season of RLSS just continues to kind of open the floodgates to the level of competition. I think you guys are displaying that here tonight. You know, the postseason is just one more big step, and you guys are doing that. So enjoy it, and I look forward to seeing what you guys do the rest of the season.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Of course. All right. We back in the booth. And a big win, man. A huge performance coming out of Affinity Academy. I don't want to keep you too long tonight. That's going to be it from Tommy B. Thank you for coming out for the competitive gameplay here in the Surge Cup of RLSS. This was the quarterfinals, and Affinity Academy take home the victory. I want to give a big shout out to our sponsors. I'm wearing one of their jerseys, or not jerseys. They make jerseys for RLSS, but this is just a merch. HSG, Heady Scarf Gang. Make sure to go check them out, HeadyScarfGangApparel.com. And show some love, man. A lot of LSP over there involved. A lot of great people over there, and they do some amazing things. They allow us to give back MVP jerseys to every MVP from the grand finals in every division. So much love goes out to them for making that happen now for 4 seasons of RLSS. So huge shout out goes to them. A lot of love. And then our prize pool sponsors, our only tier 3 sponsor, Invispar, coming back for season 5, an esports management company. And then our other sponsors, Latin 7 coming in season 5, as well as Claim to Fame and Gamerzon joining back for 5 seasons from both of them. And then we also have our unique sponsor coming out of Purchase and Resell, a golfing company. If you, friends, family, whoever, are looking for golfing equipment, tell them to go check out Purchase and Resell. Use the code RLSS at checkout. They get 10% off. And the proceeds go to increasing our prize pool. It would be really awesome to support local business and the small league. So much love goes out to all of them. And JuicyBurg, man, Game 7 here on Champions Field in our first duo cast. I mean, kind of any closing words from you, man?
I mean, it was beautiful gameplay from both sides. It was it was kind of crazy how well like Swordfish followed the game plan that I essentially spoke out as far as upping that aggression and upping that pressure. They did it right away, and it created a beautiful Game 7 series. I expected Affinity to clap back, and I mean they 100% did. I really want to get in the booth again. I can't lie, it was really fun.
Hey man, I think I got some more openings. So if there's any time, man, I loved having you in here. There's a lot. It felt good, man. It was good chemistry. So
Good, yeah, 100%. It was really fun.
I'm glad you were here, dude. I'm glad it went to Game 7. I mean, that's like your hope. You know what I mean? I know as a player you want to get the 4-0 sweep, but from a caster, and I got somebody new in the booth with me, you know that no better way than to go to Game 5 Champions Field in their first duo cast with Tommy B to kind of shake off.
100%. It was a blast. Thank you for bringing me in on such a whim as well.
Of course, of course. That's going to be it from us here in the bucket. Again, we gave a shout out to MrJuicyBurg. He also streams. Make sure to go show some love if you haven't. He's an amazing, amazing mod player and streamer here in the community. So make sure to go show him some love. And we're going to raid out to Comp RL. So stick around. We'll put some raid commands in the chat, and let's go show some LSP, exclamation point LSP in chat. If you don't know, now you know. It's all Splash.
Wii Spot. I streamed literally like 2 hours ago. I go live basically almost every day. So yeah, just drop me a follow and you'll see me. Hey, shout out to RLSS though. Some final words. Love you guys.
All right, all right. That's going to be it from us. We are going to start this raid, and we will see you next time.